Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Damron. We're playing the Crash Bandicoot N Trilogy. We've been making our way through all the Crash games, grabbing all the platinum relics and all the gems to help you get 100% in this game. We're on mission 3 of Crash Bandicoot 3, which is Orient Express. This is our first Coco mission in the game where you must play as Coco. So you can see the platinum time is 18.10 seconds. As always, if you're just trying to get the achievements, you can settle for the gold at 27.80 seconds. You know, it seems really fast, but it's not too bad. This is actually not one of the bad missions for Coco. There are some pretty challenging ones coming forward, but as always, let's go ahead and watch a platinum relic run, and then I'll break it down. Alright, so there you have it. You can see we clocked in at 14.72 seconds, which is almost 4 seconds of leeway. Now it's 18.10, but you can see most of the time is frozen. It's really about getting all of those time boxes as we're moving through this mission. So once you hop on the little tiger cub, right, you do need to make sure you are sprinting the whole time, okay? So you want to get used to sprinting and where you need to jump. So it's going to take some repetition. It says, okay, where do I need to jump from in order to get X box, right? So you can see I missed one there, so that's a second you can get cracked. On that first little kind of area where you can either jump on the guy or go down, we want to stay down low. That's where our second boxes are. And then the second one actually is one of the more tricky parts right up here. So I'm going to jump over this, and I'm going to jump right before the crest of that hill in order to land on that ramp, which puts me up to the top. You definitely need to get that 1 and 3 second box there. So right before the crest of that hill, when you're sprinting, is where you want to hit your jump to be able to land on that platform and push you up there. So that's probably one of the trickier parts in this mission. And then right here, right before the hole on the left, is where you want to jump, and you should be able to land past the platform and get the second boxes that are underneath on that section. So it's not too bad. It's pretty quick, but you know, just kind of play it. A lot of the areas you need to jump from are just going to kind of be some repetition. Where exactly do I need to hit jump? So I slowed it down as always in my breakdown, and hopefully that slower speed you can see exactly where I'm jumping from and try to time it accordingly when you're doing your run. Now, as for the kind of Orient Express and the other Coco missions where you're kind of going on the Great Wall of China, this particular one is one of the easier ones. So a little bit later, some of them can get pretty challenging. But nonetheless, that's another platinum relic off the board. Let's talk about the gems in this mission. So Orient Express only has one gem that we need to find, and that's for collecting all of the boxes. So there's 51 boxes in this mission. And unlike our speed run, I do recommend when you're going from the boxes that you don't sprint at all. You really don't need to sprint in any section of this mission. And to me, it's a lot easier to get a lot of these boxes if you're just kind of taking it slow. Also, keep in mind that you don't have to do these box missions in one life, unless there's a death route maybe later. But in this mission, if you miss a box, kind of just jump in a hole before you get a checkpoint, and it's going to take you back to the previous checkpoint. So if you miss one, you know, just go ahead and die. You know, you're not trying to impress anybody. You don't have to do all these in one life that you're going to see me doing some of them, but that's okay, right? You're just trying to get the achievements, grab all the gems, right? So just kind of follow this path here. When we get here, you do need to jump up to the second level. That's where that 3 second box was we got in our speed run. So you do need to hop up on that second level to get those 3 boxes. And then as we're moving forward, when we get to that second one, again, we will need to stay low. So it's just about knowing where the boxes are on this mission. Take your time. You know, again, you don't sprint. I find it easier not to sprint at all. Just kind of take your time here. So when we get here, we're going to kind of jump just to the left and around that one so we don't get launched up to the top floor there in order to grab those last few boxes. And once we grab that, you should be at 51 of 51 boxes, and and you'll get your gem right here at the end of the mission as always. So I hope you guys found this helpful. As always, that's going to be another mission off the board. Orient Express is done with another platinum relic, another gem, and we're making our way through the Crash Bandicoot 3 portion of the Crash Bandicoot N Sane Trilogy, grabbing all the platinum relics and all the gems to help you guys get 100% of the achievements in this game. So I hope you're finding it helpful as always, and hopefully I'll see you in the next mission.